Okay, in the last session, we discussed about the XML publisher. We understood how to generate XML publisher report by using PeopleSoft Query as a data source and template creation and the report definition, and we ran the report and we successfully generated the printable report file. Now, sorry. Next, here you see there is a navigation in PeopleSoft performance document. In the employee self-service, we have a performance management. In the manager self-service, employee self-service. In both, you can see performance management. If you click here, it will open the performance document for us. You see, there is one print option. If you click on this print, you see there is a document generated for us. This document generated by XML publisher. This document generated by XML publisher. How? Whenever you clicked on this link, it's running the XML publisher and it is generating the report. We will see now what they written in the coding. This is the component and this is the page. Here. Section header. We'll open the record directly. EP button link work. This is the one, EP printable link. If you open the people code here, you see, this is the button. If you look at the top, what they are doing, they are calling one application package. PeopleSoft XML Publisher Report Definition Manager. This is the app package they are calling. What it will do, it needs an input. This XML publisher needs an input. Let's see where they used. Here you see report definition. Create XML publisher app package report definition. They are passing an input EP EVAL. If you open this application class, this is the application class. Here you can see at the bottom there is an application class, the same name, report ID as string. It's expecting report ID as string. Here we passed the report ID as EP underscore EVAL. Now here, whenever this button got clicked in the front end, this report definition EP underscore EVAL, we are passing the report definition. If you open this report definition, here in the reporting tools, BI publisher, report definition, report name, EP underscore EVAL. This is the report definition. If you observe, data source type, what they used, data source type they used, it's XML doc object. Nowadays, in the latest versions, PeopleSoft is not giving us any privilege to create XML doc objects. But in the earlier versions, XML doc object is there. If you look at this, the report definition, even if we are trying to create a data source, add a new value, there is no XML doc object data source type. Here you see. But in recent applications, it was removed. In the earlier applications, they used. Data source type is XML doc object. Okay. What the template they used? This is the template. E-performance evaluation template. Okay, just try to download it. This is the RTF template. You see, this is the RTF template. You know, this is the title we added. Otherwise, if you would like to add your own title, okay, I would like to give this as a, it's my company, just imagine. I would like to use this company logo as my header. Now, what I will do, I will copy this. Here, I am inserting that particular image. Here, like this. Now, just save it. That means, if your organization is expecting, logo should be populated on the XML publisher. Then you have to, that means XML publisher report output. Then you have to change the template. Okay, you changed the template. Next, what you have to do, you have to remove the existing template and you have to add the new template. Active, upload the template. Upload it. Now, just save it. Now, you can go ahead and try to open the document now. If you observe, like this. That means now, yes, what you done in your professional experience for XML Publisher. Yes, I changed the XML Publisher report template as per my company's requirement. I added the logo on the template. Where you added the logo? You added the logo here in the template header. That means one thing is proved. EP underscore EVAL is the report definition we are calling here. If you observe carefully what they are doing here, how they written the code. Again, what you see, it's a people code and they are calling the application package. Whenever they call the application package, here, create report definition object. Okay. Whenever they called this report definition object and they are passing EP underscore EVAL as a report definition, which was already there in the report definition database. Next, they are what they are calling get. Yes, this is the method. Get is the method. View application class method, get. First, what they are doing, they are just declaring the metadata variables, and if you don't have any permission to get the report, or if the report is not existed, then they are saying report definition does not exist. If you don't have access, then user doesn't have permission to access the report definition. Where we can see this report definition permission, I think here in our BA Publisher report definition EP underscore EVAL. This is the report. Here is the security. If I added some roles here, only those specific roles have the access. Only those specific roles have the access. Whenever I added this roles benefit administrator or performance management administrator or HR administrator, only those roles have the access. Have you understood this concept? All of you, or any questions here? The access. If you are giving full access, then fine. No, Venkat, only some specific users, only some specific roles. Where we can see this role. Okay, let us say if I'm adding a role here, something like this. Something like this. Save it. Now, I would like to check how many employees are having this role. This role, how many employees are having this role? Access. Simply copy this role, go to the navigation, main menu, people tools, security, permissions on roles, roles. Paste it. Here is the role. Go to the role queries. How many user IDs are there for this role? You see, only 11 users can have access. Only 11 users have access. Apart from these 11 users who are trying to access the document via the XML publisher, they can't access the report definition. Are we clear here or any confusion? Geeta, Joyce. Pranita. Go ahead, Geeta.
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Now, okay, you have the access. Next, what it will check? Next, it will create. If there is no report available, then get of report definition failed. That means here what they are checking in the get method, are you able to pull the report definition with your user ID or not? Okay. Next, here, okay, you successfully got. Next, what is the output directory? Yes, we need one output directory. Why? Because we are generating a report. Here, situation occur like this. What is your client default output directory? You can get the particular information from your PeopleSoft admins or your team leads. You can use that particular output directory path here. Next, here you see the destination. That means we are building one output directory here. Any one of you experienced this function as of now? What it might be? It's a PeopleSoft function. What it might be? Just a guess I'm asking.
Commits the database statements.
Any other? Database statements means?
Any insert, update, delete.
Why we should commit here? That is my point. Why we should commit in the middle? Above that, if you observe, report definition. We are capturing the report definition as the application class. Next, in the report definition, what is this? Output destination. Yes, it's again one method. What it is doing? Here you see the file path absolute is there. Sorry. One sec. Something we missed. Here this is the application class. Okay. Insert. Here, get output destination. It should return a string. That means getting the output destination is true or false. That's what they are checking here. Next, set runtime data XML doc. Set runtime data XML doc. If you open that, here it's a method. What they are doing? XML doc. They are getting the data as XML doc. I already told you this technique is disabled in the latest versions, which was already delivered. They are keeping like that. That means simply what I'm trying to say, yesterday's session we created data source, we created template, and we created the report definition, everything. At the end of the job, what we did, whenever we try to run the report, we given run control parameters. That means inputs on the run control page. What are the inputs? Report definition, template. Try to recollect the things. Whenever I am trying to run here, BA publisher, query report scheduler, here I am asking a question. Here I am giving the report definition and template. Where is the data source? Data source definition, it's simply we are giving a query. But my point is, where you given the data source ID? Without giving the data source ID, how the system will run? System will try to understood. Can you answer my question? Here, we are giving the report definition and template ID. We are not giving the data source ID. How system understood? Where is the data source ID for this report run?
Do you mean the report definition?
Are you sure? In the report definition, we given the data source ID. Is it required? To create a report definition, data source is required. You have to say yes. Yes. Why? Because within the report definition, you see, whenever I am trying to create a new report definition, it will ask, what is the data source ID? It won't allow us to do that. That means data source will be given in the report definition. That is why whenever I am running the query report scheduler, that means whenever I am running the XML publisher report, it won't expect any special data source ID as an input. Now, here, what they are doing, whatever we given in the front end as report parameters, here they are collecting each and every report parameter. Here, process report. This is the method. Now they are processing the report. This is the method. They are processing the report. Template ID as string, as of date, output format as string. Template ID, yes. Template ID we are passing as a string. Here, template ID. We are passing it as a string. Where we collected the template ID? Here it is showing only one area. Then within this people code, this template ID is not there. Where they collected the template ID? Can you guess it?
At run control? I mean, on the page?
In this page, where is the template ID? There is no template ID given us like This one. This is our template, right? E-performance evaluation underscore template. Where is the template ID given on the page? No, there is no option. Then where they got this template ID? If we know the report definition, name, can we get the template ID from that? If I know the report definition name, can I know the template ID also based on that? Can I get the
Yes.
template ID based on that? Are we passing the report definition here? Anywhere? Very
No.
first stage, we are passing the report definition name.
Name.
Yes. Got my point here? And they are trying to get the report definition, right? Next, here they are getting the XML doc. Next, they are trying to passing the they are processing the report here. Now, within this, you observe. Within this, if you observe, again they are calling the same application package template definition as the application class. If you open the application package, it's a delivered application package. What happened? This is the application package. Here you see template definition, class template definition, template ID as string. That means within this report definition application package, process report, this is the main method where they are passing each and everything. Report output they are calling here, template definition they are calling here, template file they are calling here, within this application package only. They are calling here. Within the method of application class report definition, again they are calling some other application classes here. Template definition and template file and report output. If you open this template file, system is not responding. If you open this, here somewhere they use this template file, bottom of this, here. Get template file runtime, get template runtime, template ID. Whenever we are passing the template ID, they are based on that, they are getting the template and template file, everything. Again, template type, based on the template type, if it's PDF, ETX, RTF, it's our template. Again, based on that, they are creating the output also here within the application package. That means what I am trying to say, the main concept in the today's discussion here, simply by clicking on a run button, simply it's a button. Print is nothing but it's a button. Whenever you click on a push button, you can run the application engines, you can run the application package, you can run the XML publisher, whatever it is. That means within the people code, we can link all the what I can say, all the elements with respect to the XML publisher, and we can generate the report also. But we have to pass the clear information. What is the report definition? What is the template definition? Blah, blah, blah. This is only one example in the HCM. One more example also there. Let's say in the paycheck. This is the paycheck. It's generating. Paycheck is generating here, like this. Even in the finance, you see the XML publisher reports are generating via PeopleSoft pages, transactional pages. I'm telling you here, very, very occasionally, you will get a chance to create a new XML publisher report like this. That means in this manner, by clicking on a push button, by clicking on a hyperlink, they're expected. Mostly what you will get, yes, you will get a chance to modify this report like this. What we modified, just we added a company logo. Later, you added some new fields on this page. Okay, as per your client requirement, you added some new fields on this page. Then it's a PeopleSoft XML publisher report. This is the template. If you open the template, here they are getting the data into the template via the people code. Now, what my point is, you added a new field in this page. Then, yes, you can tell them, yes, I added a new field on the page, and that particular page is generating XML publisher report. Whenever the XML publisher report is generating, I modified the XML publisher report template to display my new field information also. Yes, absolutely, you can do that. This is the report what we generated. Yes, you can modify the report. On what basis? Based on the client requirement and based on what parameters, based on business functionality, what they are expecting. Yesterday what we discussed, it's a simple way of XML publisher reporting. That is directly from the front end. You have a query with you, you created the data source definition, next you created the template, you created the report definition, and you ran it. That particular part, anyone can do it. If you are a layman, if anybody is asking, why? Because user don't know it's an XML publisher, it's a application engine generated report, whatever it is, they don't know about it. Then if they're asking, whenever I'm clicking on the print, something needs to be changed on this text, on this output. Then first of all, you have to understood based on what parameter by clicking on the print, based on what logic, if you click on the print, how it is generating the report. Okay, whenever you clicked on the print, it is generating the report. Based on what? Open the push button in the backend. Open the code in the backend. 100%, if it's a printable report, mostly there is most of the chances are XML publisher. Whenever you see this application package, it's a delivered application package, PeopleSoft PSXP underscore report definition manager. PeopleSoft XML publisher report definition manager. Whenever you see this application package is used in that particular code, then 100% you can confirm, yes, they are using XML publisher as a tool to generate the report. First of all, you are targeting, you are not changing any data source for that. First of all, okay, I would like to change the data source for that. Then fine, you have to open the data source. Based on what? Based on the report definition. Where you can find the report definition? Within this people code, you can find the report definition here. Whenever they are opening the report, whenever they are trying to access the report definition we are passing it as a string. Here our research will end. Why? Because we found the root. Report definition is the root for XML publisher. Then you can open the report definition in the front end. Then you can find out, okay, what is the data source for this report definition? Next, what is the template for this report definition? How many templates are there? Based on which template this report is generating? That is also important. Why? Because number of templates are there in that particular report definition. Then your output is coming, your output is populating based on what report definition? Sorry, based on what template? You have to find out. Okay, then download the template and whatever the changes you would like to do it.
So Venkat, that commit work over here,
yeah.
what was the purpose?
Simply, it is running the report, right? That means in the back end, it will create a process definition, everything, right? It should update the process request tables for that. Got my point? Process request tables.
Yeah, but even if you don't give commit work, it will add that.
How you will display the output? Whenever you, what I can say, in the front end, you see success posted. Am I right?
Yes.
That means everything was committed over there. Then only it will generate output for us, right?
Yeah.
Here they are displaying the output. How they will display the output? Whenever they committed the transaction, whatever they did so far, then they are displaying the output for us. Is it clear?
So yeah, so this display output function is actually writing on the file, not file, but printable.
No. It is displaying the output for us. That means in the view, log and trace, you can see the output, right? Here also, it's committed, job was done. Next, you see, this is the display output. This is the method they will call and they will generate the output for us. But
yeah, so in our
to
case,
display the output, they need to commit whatever the transaction they done.
So in our case, the output is the report.
Whatever it may be, what kind of file it may be, it's a PDF or HTML or XML, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Before that, the process should be committed, right? That's what it means. That's why I told you, whenever we are practicing the people code, try to find out different built-in functions. Whenever you are practicing the do save, okay, do save now, commit work, commit. Number of methods are there. Try to find out what is the difference between each and every method. Have you find out what is the difference between do save and do save now?
No.
It's an interview question generally. What is the difference between do save and do save now? Joycey, do you have any idea? Do save and do save now. What is the difference?
Well, it's rollback commit to the database.
What function rollback?
Oh, no, not no rollback. Well, do save and save now.
No. Two functions are there. Do save now. What is the difference between Do save now.
I think do save now is coming to database, right? And do save is just save until the component the entire process is done.
Absolutely. Do save. Okay, okay, this is 100 lines of people code. Here I written do save. Then generally save function, do save, it will trigger the save process. Save process means save edit, save pre-change, workflow, save post-change. 4 events should be triggered. Do save now, both will trigger 4 events. But if you are writing here 100 lines of code or some other events about to be fired, do save will consider all and it will wait the remaining code to be triggered. But do save now, you are forcibly committing to the database. Again, the interviewer may ask one more question like, in which are all the scenarios you will prefer to save now? You are working on a page. Let us say you are working on this page. This is our page. You are working on this page. You have some secondary page here. Whenever you are entering some options here, you click on OK. Venkat, I would like to save it in the database. I told you already, it won't roll back. Then also you are saying, Venkat, I would like to save it. But here generally save won't trigger. But you are forcibly triggering the save. Why? Because whatever the data you stored here, you would like to apply the same data for some other use. You would like to use the data for some other purposes. Like that, commit work. In the application engine, we will use the commit work. In the application engine, do save now won't work for us. Commit work.
Why doesn't work in application engine?
They are trying to fire the events, right? Do save and do save now, they are trying to fire the events. But in the application engine, it's not like that, right? Application engine has only one people code. That's why please try to dig more whenever you are practicing one built-in function. Try to dig more on that. Okay, that's all from my end.